Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is the quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Geis with a carry on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 14, got it.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They start the drive with Cook. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Right there, 56. You don't want pick up the ball. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Cousins from his end zone on third down. That's complete to Sharp. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Darius Geis. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Airing it out for Olsen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
56, run. Check 56. Hey, Delta. Just like that.
Cousins from the gun on third. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we got four now.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
56 to Mott, boy, 56.
Again, it's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Right there, 56. I got it.
They run it again with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
First down, Vikings.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard 6-yard line. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Geis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And able to find Dorsett. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, this is Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Good route here. Hey, exit. 56. March 56.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, Ken. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Wide.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big play there out of Cook. 43 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Cousins the thrower. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Cousins again. Being chased out left. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big play.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Anthony Barr brought him down. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.